to DiGi Duo weight channel. When on a weight loss journey, it's very important the environment and people specifically.
That's why let us take you to a majestic class which is called How to be a Good Friend for a Weight Loss Participant. First thing, help them feel significant. And with this what I mean, one of the very core things is actually recognize. I was receiving a lot of these recognitions from my friends or people that I know. For example, I'm uploading picture in Instagram and I'm receiving a recognition that, oh my god Diana, you really look fitter. And then I'm like feeling super good, significant, I'm achieving something. Or in general, when me and Gintari were uploading our videos or posts into Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and our friends commenting, liking, saying good job girls, I actually learned something. This is something that helps me to really go further in my weight loss journey. When people actually see my food and recognize it, I feel so significant. For example, last weekend I was at a party, and at this party I made my cooked meals for this party instead of taking some kind of other snacks. So that is why people were coming and they were like, oh my god, this chicken is so good, or oh, these carrots are super tasty actually. Or when I see that people actually taking over my stuff and actually making them once again.
Yes, Diana, I also agree that recognition is so important. So I was going on a walking journey for 3 days with my friends who are super fit, super beautiful. Yes, girls, you are beautiful. I did not cheat. I ate very cleanly at that time, and I did not drink beer, and all of this environment, I was controlling it. I was making the decisions. At the end of the journey, one of my friends came and she was like, Gintare, you are an inspiration for me. I'm like, for you, she's so fucking hot. She's so hot. Her body's like, mwah! And I was so inspired that my behavior, the fact that she recognized it, even though she looks perfect to me, meant so much, and I felt very significant at that time. No dots on I when it's capital. Another situation happened in my parents' work. One of the colleagues, she was coming and she knew that I'm on a weight loss journey, and she was like, Gintare, I lost 4 kilograms. How could you suggest for me to lose another 5? And then I started to tell her what I'm doing, what I read, what I educated myself on, and she really appreciated, and I felt like I know some shit.
Lesson number 2. C for what I mean with this, I have people who are also, like, this is what I discovered actually, that I have so many people who are actually trying to be healthy, trying to lose weight, and etc. And these people who are coming to you and saying, hey, you know what I'm doing for this weight loss journey? I'm, for example, trying the intermediate fasting. And then I'm just asking questions, and these people are just sharing how they're going through their day, what they're thinking, what they're learning, what is their approach to the food or something. And that helps me to actually build this connection.
Yes, another thing, I have a friend, his name is Vlastio. He's sending me so often the recipes and the whole cooking process that he discovers, and he gives me suggestions, and in that way I can connect with him even more on the topic that we're both interested.
Another lesson is progress. What does that mean? So, for example, when I'm coming back to my hometown and I'm meeting my grandma, and she used to be like a few years ago, right? I'm coming back home, and then she's actually always preparing a lot of Lithuanian cuisine, and Lithuanian cuisine is nothing else as potatoes, fats, and etc. She was telling me a lot of stories how whole day of hers when she was young, everything that she was eating was potatoes in a different kind, a different meal or something, but it's always potatoes. And then when I'm coming back, she's like,
you came back home, I need to make a potato pancakes for you or cooking this or that.
And I'm like, no, Grandma, I don't want to eat. And she's like,
that you came back, we need to go, eat together because this is the lesson.
And in my mind, I understand that, shit, I made a progress because Usually I was coming back and calling my grandma, hey, I'm coming back, please make some dinner, I'm coming to you, we will eat and etc. And right now I'm the one who's actually stopping and saying, no, I have my meal prepared. So even though it makes my grandma sad, but I'm feeling the progress. Another thing that helps me to feel the progress when people are coming to you and they're, telling their truth and saying that this is very healthy. It is very healthy and, you should eat it. And I had a couple of stories when people are coming to me and giving something for me as a, reward that we met or something. And then they're proving that this is healthy. And I actually think that I even don't want, or this is something that I don't want to eat, and I feel the progress of that.
Yeah, I also felt the progress when I met my grandma, and she as a good grandma always needs to offer food. The food that she offers, I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't eat that, I'm sorry, I don't eat that. And she's like, okay, Gintare, last opportunity for you to eat that I want to give for you is shakes. I'm like, I don't eat that as well. She's like, are you kidding me? The whole world is eating that. It contains a lot of vitamins, it's so healthy, it's organic, it's ecological, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, give me this. And I read it and it was like 40 ingredients, where half of it I had no idea what is it about and had a hell of a lot of sugar. I'm like, are you actually thinking this is healthy? You can take that for yourself, I'm not taking that, and that is my progress. And another story with my mom. So what I really appreciate is that she still eats this food that I used to eat before. Whenever she eats, for example, a cake, she's eating and she's saying, okay, there was one moment of pleasure and now I feel bad. I feel bad not only emotionally that I ate this cake, but I feel bad because my body feels bad. I want to sleep and the whole system is trying to go out. And then I remember, aha, I made a great progress here.
Lesson number 4 is support. And with support, what I mean is actually creating the environment that supports these people. So one of the things that actually I discovered that my friends started to invite me to places which is not bars and hangouts. And this helps a lot because when you go to the bar, the hangout in the bar, usually you drink beer, you take some snacks, and these snacks are usually not that good or something. But my friends actually started to invite me to go roller skating or go for a walk or something else that it's not just sitting there in the bar and pretending that everything is fine. Another thing, even though I went to party, right, people there were actually asking me, like,
Diana, you are cheating. So, are you gonna put this in your video?
in general, when they saw my food, they were coming and saying, that's very good, I appreciate you, I appreciate what you're doing with DiGi Duo way, and you're inspiring me, and etc. And all this environmental support, very helpful.
Yeah, and in the same party, we have this game in our community which contains alcoholic or non-alcoholic, but beer.
Boat racing.
But I drink beer now. And instead, I think, I never saw people do this before. I was drinking actually water. And they were so fine with that. They actually gave me extra water. I appreciate it so much. And in terms of environment, it's also my mom. What she does now is, whenever she eats food that I am not supposed to eat, she goes to another room so that I would not see.
I have also stories with my mother that, I'm not coming back to my hometown that often. And one of the things that I was saying for her, that it's very hard for me to stay there because there is a lot of shitty meals, shitty food that I later on just cannot handle when I'm eating. So she was calling for me and saying that, come back, Diana, we bought a lot of vegetables, we have good meat that's coming from farmers and etc. Come back, there is good environment for you prepared. And actually, there was not that many sweets or chocolates or whatever that we don't. So thank you so much for participating in this class. I just want to wrap things up. So one of the things that we learned, that you need to help your friends to feel significant. Another thing is connect with them and have those good, meaningful conversations that supports them and helps them. Talking further, recognize and see their progress. Make them feel that they are experiencing a progress in their weight loss journey. And another thing is just support with your environment. Take them out, appreciate, and etc. All these things that we talk.
Yes, and thank you very much guys for being our friends, by watching our videos, by subscribing, by liking, by writing us private message. This means so much for us, and I hope you enjoyed our video.